I feel that our script, not being arrogant or anything, but I feel that our script is real. I've seen so many things on TV, and it's just like, you know, I would never say that. My friends would never say that. And it's like, it's real. People talk like that, and, you know, things like that happen, and, you know, I feel that it's true to life right now.
It was mainly the real part, not nothing fake. They were just asking, what's the real deal, telling from a teen's point of view, and that interests me because sometimes people don't want to know what teens think.
The characters they're pretty real. The guys were very funny, I guess. The girls were more of real characters. The guys are real, but the girls was more of real characters because it was like I took it from like not my personal experience, but experience that I saw.
The dialogue is familiar because it's, you know, it's the colloquial language that we use in school all the time.
In the movie, we gave them like different choices, and the bad, the good, and maybe they can, you know, base their life on some of the good choices and learn from the bad ones.
All of us are really trying to say that, you know, that you have choices, and, you know, the way your life goes is based upon the choices that you make.
It's all about thinking, and the title of the film is choices. The good, bad, and the ugly consequences after those choices that you make.
There was a good choice. There was a that became good. There was a choice that was a bad choice, and there was a choice that was an ugly choice. So I thought that you know, the way they did it was very smart. I thought it was very creative. So I think they did a good job. I think it was well thought of. I think it was put together well. You know, when you have the various scenarios, I thought it was put together well.
Y'all don't want none. If you want a young water, come and get some. Breaking beef like a steak, then it get done. VV Diamonds and Lux, we write our own stuff. This is how the youngest bust. Y'all don't want none. If you want a young water, come and get some. Breaking beef like a steak, then it get done. VV Diamonds and Lux, we write our own stuff. This is how the youngest bust.
B-O-W, and guess who? Lil' mama bringing trouble too. Feel that, Lil Bark, no bite, what it. Get the vibe up, but you loud, so the show that we on the chain, and you talk about bounce the I'm not bounce to the name, get the call me Kodak, get the ready to make a movie? Yay!
We're about 97% African American, so we're actually considered an inner city school because we're right in the inner city. We're not on the outskirts of town. Jones serves a community that's very traditional. We had great-great-grandparents, great-grandparents, and grandparents in the same household attend Jones High School.
It's really interesting to see these different cultures coming out from Africa, from France. You see the neighborhoods in Brooklyn, in The Monster. You see the Hispanic neighborhoods from A Dance of Death and Nightmare on 8th Street. And I just thought all these different opinions and these different cultures, they are really what the scenarios films are really about.
5 elements that we like to see in the films. One is that lessons are learned, that it's somehow there's something that's learned in the process of watching the film.
The last one is very witty and humorous, and the goldfish one is clever and you know, makes you smile, and other ones are very macabre and right on it, you know, like a strong, direct message. And I wondered which are the, do you test them to find out what are the more effective way of dealing with these issues?
We often get the question, who's our audience? And there's often a debate about whether the film should be appropriate for school usage or not. And schools are a big target audience for us.
A lot of the language and the stuff that I read was really pretty intense, and I was wondering how much you guys have to clean that up in order to make it appropriate for schools. I mean, it's great. I actually really thought it was amazing how kids are writing.
Before, I never thought of myself as a writer. I used to write little scripts and keep them at home. You know, every time I get an idea, I just write it down, write a little story, keep them at home. But I never really considered writing as like something that I'd want to do. But now it's like, I could actually do this.
I took a risk by basically letting people see our work and judge it and criticize it, and maybe at times have to change your work, make it correct. Not really, because for you it's already correct, but make it correct for others so others can understand.
I did learn that he won him and his classmates have won the rights for production for you all to come down to film, which out of over 200 other writers, that was very exciting.
I first heard about this project when my Sighted Safe coordinator came in and told me that 4 of our students had won a national contest, and was very excited because so many people had competed in this contest, and their strip was chosen as the best one.
It wasn't really like nights and on my mind, like, oh, did we win, did we not win? I was just sort of, you know, whatever happens, happens. And when we did win, it was quite exciting. I told everybody.
It's my first time in Orlando, and I love the teenagers so much. And I didn't think, I didn't really know what to expect. And when I came here with Susan at the beginning of, you know, to do the writing workshop thing, I was so scared. I had no idea what to expect from teenagers, and I'm not really a teacher. I'm a filmmaker and a writer. So anyway, I was just scared that I was gonna not know how to talk to them, and that I actually thought they'd think I'm like some freaky weird girl from New York, and that they wouldn't take me seriously. Because it said in the brochure, it says, you know, enter this contest, write a script, and if it wins, a Hollywood director's going to come and make your script come true. And then they got me, and I just thought they would think it was a tip. Choices, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And here we go. Exterior, school gymnasium, day. 3 guys are hanging out, Monte, Chris, and Lou. Chris bounces a basketball listlessly. They all look kind of bored, except Monte. He has a smile on his face.
What you smiling about?
Y'all remember that girl I was talking about?
Which one?
The one from last week.
Yeah, that girl thick.
Nah, that chick I met at the bus stop.
Oh yeah, what up with that?
I think it's still early, it's too early to tell just what type of impact the script is going to have, but I feel that it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to reach a lot of teens who might not be as receptive to the message had it been brought to someone from someone more conservative.
Here's a call sheet for you. Do you remember which department are you working in? Okay, and it's the directing AD. It gives all sorts of, you know, special notes, like special equipment, where to park the trucks, what day of the shoot it is, what's being covered, who to get in touch with. So if you look at it just from the top, the most important thing is what time are we doing this tomorrow? Like that. But I'm going to continue on the spiel. So this is what the spiel, right? All these new words. The spiel.
That's what I was thinking, because, you know, the writer's sitting there like, oh, well, they're going to turn my script into a movie.
Right.
I didn't write that.
Wow, is this the Jones newspaper?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, cool. That's from yesterday. Yeah, you're in there.
My name's Jamie. I'm the first AD, and I'm kind of, you know, going to be in fast forward mode all day. But just real quick, this is Mara, the executive producer on the short, but also the executive director at Scenarios, I believe.
Right. Okay.
Co-founder,
right?
Co-founder.
Scenarios, basically, it's a nonprofit organization, as Jamin just said. We're part of an international effort. So this project is going on simultaneously in France, Africa, and Amsterdam, Holland. And basically what we do is we try and engage young people on issues impacting their lives. So we ask them to write stories about pregnancy, AIDS, violence, as they personalize the issues. And it's a contest, and the winners get to make their stories into film, like we're doing today. And then it gets shown nationally through schools, community groups, television, internet, film festivals. This is our 9th film that we've made. The films have gotten lots of recognition and acclaim, and about 7 million kids see each film. Feels really dynamic in the way that these stories that are written by young people, you know, have this ripple effect and affect other young people and adults and media makers, and it's profound.
Sorry.
and let him go first.
Say Dave and Mara, Dave, Topher, we're making this a hot set. Do you guys want to help out?
I think that's great. That'll work then, right? They're at the door, and then we pop it now instead of, it's like a buzz kill.
You know, like the whole thing where it's like, you know, you get up and answer the door.
We're not gonna, we don't see here, so maybe if he went.
Of course you gotta say the same thing.
Well, all right. Not now, yeah, not now. Okay.
It's Melvin, hey, it's Jamin. Right on Powers.
I was attending a friend of mine's on the audition for the film, and I just went ahead and just read the part for Terry, and they gave me a call back, and here I am today.
Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin.
A project like this is good because it can relate to teens our age.
I was telling them we're doing the same thing over and over. We're shooting the same scene, but from different angles. And I was like telling them, why we don't just do one good scene, get a lot of cameras, put them all around, that way you have different angles. But she said you don't really do that in movies. You want to get the lighting to be better or whatever. So, yeah, it is tight, but I understand. It's hot in there though, like 95 degrees.
How did you feel about this whole experience, Carolyn?
The experience is not over yet.
It's not?
No, the experience is not over yet.
It's not? Why?
We have another day. Yesterday, I learned, well, no, I didn't learn, but well, somewhat, I learned how to deal with patience. I didn't learn how to be patient. I just learned how to deal with patience. And it was a lot of moments where you were just sitting around, but then again, it was a lot of moments where you could just watch and learn and see what they were doing.
Everything's kosher, everything's normal. If you can use the word normal.
Shirt still looks nice. You're gonna look at me, and you're gonna talk to me. So don't even worry about the camera. So you just talk to me, okay?
Since they asked for something real, I mean, it was kind of easy to put out something real. If you feel you need to have sex, please protect yourself. That's basically what it's saying. To be around all this, it feels like, I don't know. I feel important.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, it was great. Actually getting to see the script come alive. I mean, we acted out a couple of times, but then again, we wrote it. So it was like, you know, just doing it to see if everything fits and everything goes well. But now we see the finished product, and, you know, the actors are acting it out, and it's just like, wow, that is so cool. We wrote that, and it's quite wonderful.
To hear the actor speak my words was like, you know, seeing something coming to life. You know, it became 3D. It brought color to our work, and in a way, and when they improv'd it was like they took what we were saying and they put their own thing to it and added ours. So it was like just our baby coming to life, you know. I've been biting my nails a little bit, but I mean, it's fun. It's a fun experience, and it's new, so you're just soaking it in. And when it's all over and I get back home, I'm gonna just be like, wow, can't believe I had like the best weekend of my life, you know.